The stream got interrupted, it said. I think we're back. It must have been the music, right? Must have been. Remove the music, so it's just me. Yeah, stream unavailable. Rip. What I'm gonna do is edit my channel settings. I don't know if I can do it right now. I need to add a few links. I need to edit my settings because I think a lot of my links are deleted. Let's see. Oh, I just realized that my whole trade breakdown might not be uploading. Rip. Rip, rip, rip. I don't know if it's completely blocked it or if you guys can access the live. Let's see. You can access it. Okay, it's just okay. So my trade breakdown's the other stream. This was called part two. So you guys. Yep. Okay. No, it's not the link I'm after. Gosh, my YouTube is so bugged. Yeah, so if you go and see my part one of the stream, it should be uploaded now. If you go onto my channel then live, you'll see the kind of breakdown for this. But just to quickly go over it, these yellow lines are high rejection zones. We marked up our range, which is this top one up here. So between these two white lines at the top. Um, or in fact, no, I'll go through it quickly. So on the 4 hour, your major range is between these two red drawn marks on your screen. Then we went down to the hourly and the 30-minute, and this was kind of your more localized range that we're looking at, just based off structure here. Okay, um, more I guess like here, the structure right here. So with that being said, you go down to the 1 minute, you'll see that you have or a lower time frame, a break into the range, which is between here and here. Okay, so you have a break on this price action, and you closed with the break. Okay, then you came back down, tapped the support level, and that would have been our entries, but that was at 7 p.m. So the market opens at 10 UK time, and I haven't looked at the chart since. So basically got in where we would have been up here. We got in round about here, and we are looking at risking £50 for this trade. So that would be 0.05 divided by 4, because it's £50. To risk £50, you divide 0.05 every 100 pips. Gold obviously puts every pip at times 10. So this says 4,000 here, but it's actually 412 pips we're risking. So you do 0.05 divided by 4.1237, and that gives you your risk. So we're in at 0.02 lots, so that's around 50. And then our area of focus is between this yellow box here. Okay, so when price taps this red line, eventually we secure half profits. Move stops to here. I mean, you could move it to break even if you want, but I'm going to move it to where the ideal entry would have been, and then full TP as runners. And I've got these stats up here so you guys can see it. And yeah. Yup. Let me see it on my phone. Yeah, so I've got I removed the music just because so these yellow lines are high chances of rejection, or key areas, or support areas. So if there's a chance to reject, it's in one of these lines that sit beneath the major range, which is up here. So this is going to be the range of focus. Okay, range of focus. Bang, 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 bang. How'd you do the phase logo? Bang. Is it like that? delete all these lines. Probably don't need it. Just so you guys can see. I'm going to try and work on something while this is up. If you guys have any questions, I will be here. Hold on. Got a few things to work on. Yeah, so we're waiting for the 2 a.m. candle to basically kick in, which is an hour away, so it's not too bad. All right, let's work on a video. Don't know if I have a bind from mute or not. Let's see. Mute and unmute is home. What? Yeah, it's going to be very slow. This is going to be here until for another hour before we see any price action. But oh well. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm kind of mute. I'm currently editing a video right now, but uh, I'm gonna put this up here. I know I'm gonna mark up where my actual entry is. So my entry price is gonna be here. I'm gonna have this green line set to that level, and I'm gonna put this here, and I'm just gonna put actual entry for context. Just so you guys are aware of the idea. So we're gonna break into the range. That's where the buy should have been, but the actual entry is over here. Okay, and I'll leave it at that. Finally in profits. Woohoo! 20p. Yeah, chat. So it looks like it's gonna reject off of this first yellow line. Uh, with these areas kind of rejected. So that's good. Wait and see what price does. We're in profits. We're in profits. It's working. It's working. Literally in 45 minutes, we should see something big. I pray. I pray. Oh, pushing up nicely. People are waking up in Tokyo. They're waking up. Ready for the day. I've not even tapped in. What's going on? We're in profs, guys. We are in profs. It looks to be that we are in profs around 25 pips. This looks like a nice, decent, strong rejection off here. So, pause. I'm trying to see if we do some shit like this, man. Some like stuff like this, maybe. And maybe you come up here. Then you go here. Then price falls back into the range. Oh wait, comes back. Backtracks. Straight across. Liquidity. Bang. Structure. Hits stop. Hits support level. You think it's going to reject a little bit? Oh no, what does it do? Comes back to support to the left. And then starts structure from there. And then continues price all the way along here. Makes sense. Makes sense to me. I don't know. Ugh, chat. Holy hover. We're literally 5 minutes out. From market open. There's no new news, I don't think. Yeah. We're still at entry point. We did push up, it would seem 60 pips, which we could have taken. Why would we take it? Because potentially there's a rejection zone here, but it's not really, it's not in line with the idea. The overall idea is up here. So we pushed up 60 pips. I don't know if the lower time frame is making any real structure other than the fact that it would be bearish now. Given the fact that you have pushed in between this zone and this zone. So you are going to need some sort of bottom wick in here as you reset above these highs in the 5 minute, and you also reset on the lows here. So for sure you're going to need some sort of bottom wick in this level. But I'll make it clearer. So like this, and then you had your reset up here and your reset down here. So you are going to need to see some sort of entry point and then a push down respecting the previous highs, which I would say is probably over here actually, because this one would have liquidated as you push up. So you probably were looking above here, which means that you never really had the reset. So we are still bullish based on structure in this overall area. But we basically just need to see a breakout between here or here. And I do suspect that the drive up makes a little bit more sense, as you haven't reset the range yet. But you could also drive down and reset that way, but it just makes it longer for us before the push back up, because you still need that liquidity of the first idea. Alright, so no trades yet. Looks like they're waking up. People are dumping, because this candle is no joke. I'm pretty sure this is at least, yeah, this is a 60 pip candle right here. So people are dumping their gold positions or institutions or whatever. But it means nothing to us. We are essentially just at break even. But we're looking for a nice swing position here. So I mean, to be honest, there's a very high potential that this trade won't play out this stream. I could keep it running, but I do need to leave at like 11 a.m. tomorrow, so then I'll be out for pretty much the whole day. I don't really want to keep the stream running till then. But I could definitely keep the stream running while I sleep and just keep you guys updated when I wake up tomorrow and it's at least it's on stream. The idea is still on stream. We'll see how it plays out, I guess, for the most part. But yeah, I'm gonna head back to editing my video, boys. I'll be here. Guys, I had that shit minimized. That's 2 a.m. That is 2 a.m. Okay, so initially we pushed up another 60 pips, looks like, roughly. 70 pips. So hopefully, I mean, there's volume now. There is certainly volume. Um, Nothing as crazy as these candles, which are like 200 pips. This one was like, whoops, 200 pips in that one. That was 100, so it's half the size. And we're going back to entry. Lovely. So you entered, pushed up 75 pips, and now you are zooming down to minus 40 and rejecting off the zone. I reckon you are going to maybe potentially come down because you've retested the zone like, I mean, what's that, like 8 times? So, who knows? Who knows, chat? Ooh. I get to bed soon-ish. My concern is I leave this running and you guys, my PC goes to sleep and you guys don't end up seeing anything. That's the only concern. But unless we get a nice, lovely drive up, but I'm only staying for another hour max. But if we get a nice 190 pip drive, oh my god. Let's check the P&L. Yeah, we're at all-time highs in terms of the P&L. Currently sitting at $8. Woohoo! That's right. You're sat at $8 from entry, around 60 pips. Ideal. ROF is range of focus. Yo, I just thought of an idea for stream actually. I think I'm gonna save this for tomorrow. Guys, pretty sure I've got what I've wanted. Pushing up. We are pushing up, chat. Had some serious movement. 79 pips. Not bad. 52.50. So yeah, we're sitting at around 16 from a P&L standpoint in this 10K account. And we're driving. Look at that. Would you look at that? Wow. Would you look at that? And we are driving. Amazing. We currently sat at 125 pips. This is the capitals we want to see. We've been on stream since 12. It's now 2:09. This is what we wanted to see. It's just beautiful. It really is. So just to reiterate, our entry is down here again. Okay, so we are in the green. But I'll just put this up here for the idea, okay? Oh, she's pushing up. Oh my freak. 130. I told you, 2 a.m. I told you, 2 a.m. is the candle you want. I'm just gonna draw a line on my phone. I'm trading on my phone, guys, okay? So you guys are aware. My MT5 has just died for some reason on my computer, so 4519.39 is the break-even zone, or secure half stops to break even. And we are pushing. We are gunning for it. We're only on MT5 100 pips out from both entry and TP essentially. But bro, I'm sat really low down because of my fan. Like my fan is like on the floor, and it is like it has to be like 27 degrees in here, maybe 28. It's cooked. I am cooking. Oh my gosh. From open. Almost a 200 pip candle. Bro, Asian session at 2 a.m. is elite. UK time, 2 a.m. Asian session is so good. Like, people look at that. So I was like, earlier, I was like, oh, people are starting to sell. Just prior to the 2 a.m. open. So that's 130. Yeah, people were selling down to 64. And then, jeez, without structure, 100, 200 almost plus pips. It's just ridiculous. My only concern is that you get a nice, sweet, loving, sexy, voluptuous rejection off at this level. Because it's entirely possible. And we are actually currently at that level. Which is interesting. Which is very interesting. So I either take some profits now or we thug it out until the original break-even buys for the hourly, which I think I'll still do because I'm bad. I'm bad. Watch me. Watch this shit backfire on me though. Dead homies. Actually, in fact, no. I'm sticking with it. I don't care. I don't freaking care. Well, we actually are pushing pretty hard. Alright, guys, get ready to close half. It's at 19.39. 19.39 is around. Trying to see the. So my P&L gets to 36.50. I will close for half. I'm gonna put an alert here just in case I miss it. Just in case. Sorry, I was downloading something. That's why that shit's moving so slow. Man, I was really like, oh, do I leave the stream on? I mean, do we need to? Like, only 20 pips out. And we're actually at like a. Oh, alert is triggered. Right, chat. Secure half there. Ideal. Yep, secure half. Secure half. I'm putting stops to this entry point. So I'm putting my stop loss now at 4, 5, 14.74. And I'm letting the rest run to full TP at 4526.90. So stop loss is to break even, chat. Bang. Okay. And just like that, What did I tell you? I knew that 1 minute. It was this. It was all down to this. Oh my god, look at that structure. It was all down to this, okay? This is what I call a KFX masterclass. Check it. Bang. Break above the white line. Bang. Bottom wick. And then, yeah, you've got all of this. I mean, yeah, you have all of this. Okay. But then guess what? Guess what? Bang! Done. We have successfully traded today in the Asian session, which is fantastic. So hopefully now we don't see a rejection off this level and we keep pushing up, God willing. But our stop loss is at that break-even point, and obviously the original entry was at 4494.83, which is way down there somewhere. Somewhere around here was the entry. So effectively, we have caught 245 pips. Obviously, you've caught half of it because you secured half. But if you secure this as well, then add on another 100 pips. You're looking at like, yeah, around 245, I guess. Yeah. Ideal. Ideal. That's a good start to the Friday, honestly. It's an amazing start. Then wake up tomorrow, 1:30, 2:30, and 3 p.m. Sorry, 1:30 and 2:30 are your key times. Even though there's no news tomorrow, so it will be 2:30. Your key times for execution. But again, if you don't get that entry or that plan during New York session, you got it today. If you tuned in. Yeah, hopefully we run up here, because this is kind of, if you can break this zone, I don't really want structure, I just want drives, because if you start making structure, then there's a chance you come down, which I think you have, right? Not yet. If you start making structure on this white line, that's when things get a bit weird, and there's a chance you come down. I'm actually gonna, I think there's another break-even buys level here. If I remove this quickly. So this is the main one. If we push up to here, is there a chance you come back? Potentially. I'm sticking with the hourly. I do want to see. I'll tell you what. I'll have another break-even buys there and another break-even buys there. And if we can surpass this one, we'll secure another half. Oh no, we can't. We're in 0.02. We have to just thug it out until the end. But it looks like we're gonna hit stop loss here anyway, so is that a decent area anyway? Let me have a look. Grab this area. That zone does bring it down. There's this zone up here as well. Alright, let's see. Can we survive? Let's see. Put an alert down here because I'm going to be editing something quickly. Yo, we're out. We're out at break even. W's. W's. Chat, 221 pips for the day. And I am calling that a freaking session. 221. Oh my dear lord. 221. That might be a record on stream. Jeez. Jeez. 221 pips. It's massive. That is massive. Hey, if you were there, you were there. That's all I'm gonna say. If you were there, you were there. And now price can do it at once, as that range is now complete. But check it. The way it just respects these, sorry, I need those yellow lines. The way it just respected that zone, because you had this area. This was kind of like your mean, not your mean. This is like your extreme low area for the support, and it counts for more movement beneath, of course, because it's just an area. Obviously, if you drew it with a box, you'd be looking at like here. But the way it just like rejected off of that, could have potentially rejected off the one at the bottom here, or even ones up here. But the fact that it respected this whole bottom wick area before driving back up, icing on the cake. Icing on the freaking cake. That is beautiful. And it's only 226. Yeah. Ideal. GG's. Game, set, match. You know what I'm going to do? Bang! Ready for tomorrow. Chat. Thank you for tuning in the stream. I was actually anticipating that to be way longer, but the way the candle pushed was ridiculous. Literally 245 pips. Now, that would have been 200 pips in drawdown based on where we should have got our entries, but we didn't trade at 7 p.m. They don't trade at 7 p.m. My trading hours are from 12 till 4, and then usually it's like midnight till 3 a.m. But where we should have got entries, we kind of got blessed with a lower entry down here at a support level that made the most sense. It wasn't just a random, oh yeah, let's just take a trade because, you know, it did respect the zone. Even though that was the bias, that was the fighting point was that 1 minute right up here. I'll keep going back to it. This 1 minute right here where it closed like that or whatever above the zone. This 1 minute candle is the reason for our 221 pip win today, okay? And it's just as simple as that, really, you know? Might not be a sniper entry, but we got there in the end. And yeah. So, sorry, back to what I was saying. You got this entry at this level of support, it's a strong level of support that brings price up multiple times. Sometimes it fails a little bit, but then it finds itself, comes back up, and our main area of focus was this level. And as soon as you tap it, secured half, moved the stops to break even, or where it would have been break even. If our entry's down here, like this is our main entry over here. So if our entry was up here, it would have been break even, but we did end up catching an extra few pips based on that range. So chat, amazing stream today. Got copyright striked, so I ended up doing another one without any music. That's why it's called Lock-in Part 2. But this is, yeah, this has been great. Really good session. The week's been really good actually. Just in terms of volume, like it's just been like, look at this. Especially like the past few days. Like Wednesday was great, Thursday was great. Actually no, Thursday wasn't great. I'm pretty sure I was waiting for a reset the whole day. I think I got one trade like somewhere in this range. Like here, but that was, no, it wasn't there. It was in this move somewhere. But Thursday was all right. Waiting for the reset, which sets us perfectly for the Friday bullish push up. I caught a position at 130, or I didn't catch it. I think I saw a position at 130 when you entered this range. I think it was this bottom wick right here, this one right there. And as you push up was a really good position to take. And then obviously when you have this 1 minute at this level on stream, we got an entry down here because that's just where price opened up after 10 o'clock. Bang, bang, bang. Sorted. Right, chat. I am off ski. An amazing, amazing session. Genuinely thought I was going to have to leave my PC on. I've never done that before. But no, I have. And I think it froze my screen. Which wasn't ideal because my PC went to sleep. So I would have had to have left it on and turned sleep off or whatever. But we didn't have to. You know, price just casually at 2 a.m. Japan wakes up, pushes price down initially just before, and then they wake up, the big boys come in, push it up to 240 pips, which is amazing. I know some people definitely didn't take that and took the opposite trade, and they are either crying or they're okay if they are good traders and have proper risk management. Anyway, chat, I am off ski. I've got a lot of editing to do. I've got to wake up tomorrow, so I'm going to stay up for another 30 minutes, I think, and then I'm going to head off to bed. So, thank you, boys, for tuning in. If you did, well done. That was your trade you caught. It wasn't just mine. It was yours. You're the one who executed at the end of the day. So you trusted it in the analysis, and you're just building that kind of confidence so you can trade yourselves, which I found personally the biggest turning point in my trading was finding someone who streams frequently, which I am currently not doing because I've got a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, finding someone who trades live and watching them execute day by day is the best thing you can do for your trading, because you can then understand their thinking. You can see if they are profitable, if they're faking it, and if they're logging things correctly, which I have been doing, other than 2 days ago when the stream got taken down, so you guys won't understand that. But it's around the same ballpark anyway in terms of the trade record, which you can see down, where is it? Down there. Trade record's down there. So chat, anyway, thanks for tuning in if you did, and I will see you guys tomorrow.